What's crack-a-lackin', yo? This is Zach. Welcome back to the channel. That's the intro. Let's get going. Now, today's video is we're delving into a little bit of Disney history, and not just any Disney history. Walt himself, Disney history. Now, I've looked around the internet. I'll leave the links in the description down below for you, so you can go and check it out where I got my sources from. But I thought I'd make a video because I haven't seen anyone do a video on this. So without further ado, let's get into it and learn a little bit more about Walt Disney. Back when Walt was 16 in 1918, he wanted to join the army to support America. Hence, he was too young and he wasn't able to. He thought about joining the Canadian Army, but that fell through, in which he then wanted to join the American Ambulance Corps, and he lied about his age, saying he was 18, and then he was allowed to participate in the war, and he was shipped off to France in November of 1918, when the war had ended. When Walt arrived in Paris, France, that was where he was stationed, he was stationed at an evacuation hospital in which he was driving trucks, ambulances, and offering transportation for the officers to get from A to B. In February of 1919, Walt and another driver were selected to take a cargo load of beans and sugar from Paris to Soissons. Now, in the midst of this, the truck broke down in the countryside, and it was in the middle of February, and the weather was not the best. The weather was not the best, and so they were stranded in the middle of the countryside in the freezing cold February weather. Walt told his assistant to go back to Paris, France via the train and tell the local authorities and the officers as such. Walt decided to stay there for 2 days with the cargo load until he finally decided it to see fit to go and get some food, shelter and drink and sleep. After almost a day of resting, Walt himself decided to go back to Paris to tell the authorities himself. Before heading back to Paris, Walt decided to go and check on the truck, and when he got there he realized it was gone. He headed back to Paris and was charged with a disciplinary board, and this was in force of the officers due to abandonment of the truck. The board found Walt's actions to be reasonable and therefore did not dismiss him from the voluntary post that he held on to. Walt was extremely proud of his time in the army, and I have a quote here from him in his autobiography written by his daughter Diane Disney, in which he says, quote, "The things I did during those 11 months I was overseas added up to a lifetime of experience. It was such a valuable experience that I feel that if we have to send our boys into the army, we should send them even younger than we do. I know being on my own at an early age has made me more reliant." Most people think that Walt was dishonorably discharged for this, where in fact that was not true. Walt was very proud, and I don't think he would do anything to inflict his time in the army. He spent 11 months there, enjoyed it thoroughly, and I think it was a learning curve onto how things were done in Disney himself, and knew what to expect. And it gave him that little bit of a break from animation where he came back even stronger and did such things as making Oswald and Mickey, but we will get to them in another video. But for now, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and comment down below on some things that you liked about this video or other things you want me to cover Disney topic wise. I have a few other videos planned out and I'm so very looking forward to doing them. Feel free to subscribe if you've not done so already with the big red shiny button, and press the little ding-a-ling bell. And I will see you all again very soon. This is Zach saying good night, goodbye, peace out.